In the last video we left you in Plaça Catalunya, and we are now, still the same day, a couple of hours later, we're going to explore the Gothic Quarter with you. So come with us as we show you the Gothic Quarter, slow motion. You ready for this?
Yeah.
We're both really tired.
Yeah.
So who are we? We're Phil and Karen, and we love travelling through Europe and Australia, finding simple ways to make every trip smoother, more accessible and possible for older couples like us. From smart planning tips to our real-world experiences, we share with you the places we visit. We also want to show you what works and sometimes even what doesn't work. And today we're doing that in the Gothic Quarter. Barcelona's Gothic Quarter, or Barri Gothic, is the historic heart of the city. With narrow medieval streets and hidden squares, century-old art architecture, there is so much to see. Many of its buildings date back to the 14th and 15th centuries, though remnants of Barcelona's Roman past can still be found scattered throughout the area. Once the political and religious centre of the city, today it is a lively mix of history, culture and modern-day charm. We've just gone into the
Basílica Santa Maria del Pi.
and it's quite pretty, very lots of side chapels. Wasn't what we were looking for, but it was quite nice, and the glass rose window was amazing.
It's all stone floors, very original flagstones and everything, isn't it?
Yep. This impressive Gothic church actually dates back to the 14th century, and the Delphi, or Pi, means of the pine, referring to the large pine tree that once stood nearby. The artistry and stuff in the chapel, beautiful. Whether it's just that this is the first European chapel we've done for a while, or church, Basílica Cathedral. Yeah, I'm going to get a close-up of that rose window very soon for you guys. We didn't know this at the time, but the rose window is one of the largest in Europe. No wonder it caught my eye. Inside the church, as we said, it was simply breathtaking, and this little mistake proved to be a great highlight on our first day in Barcelona. If, unlike us, you have time, climb the bell tower and you'll get panoramic views of the city, but we've got panoramic views coming up later in this video. All the neighbours get to look down. Big boy. When you're walking along in the Gothic area, don't forget to look even just a little bit up. There's some of these fantastic tiled artwork all along here. Wandering the narrow alleyways of the Gothic Quarter. Not really following the plan that I'd laid out, but that's okay. It's still quite fascinating everywhere. Now we're in Spain. Chocolate thick enough, Phil?
That's thick hot chocolate.
That's like the big chocolate flake. Chocolate everywhere. And leather. This one's got water fountains.
Better walk it than sit down.
This is what the parade thing is on the week that we're not here for.
Yeah.
While we're on the cruise, there's going to be the celebration for remembering Barcelona's patron saint, Leah. Now she's got a longer name than that. I'll put it down on the screen below. And they have a parade around the cathedral where all these big massive women statues get paraded around, and it's a whole festival thing. Hopefully when we get off the cruise we might be able to share some other stuff with you, but I was not expecting this, so this was a bit of a cool thing.
The first reference to the giants of Barcelona is from 1424 for the Corpus Christi celebrations, and they've continued that tradition over the centuries right up to today.
On a day that we arrive into a new city, we try and keep it fairly light, and we tend to do a bit of a walking tour. The Gothic Quarter and La Rambla, which are two of the big locations in Barcelona, are right next to each other. And right off the La Rambla is the Mercat, La Boqueria, and we spent a bit of time in this market actually. We decided to drop in this afternoon to find where we were going to have breakfast the next day. We did find La Quim, but unfortunately we never got to have breakfast there because it was never open when we came through to have breakfast. But we did find another place and we'll share that tomorrow morning.
Hello.
Hello. Bill, you pick it. Whatever. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe not today. I might not get back to the hotel. Is it good?
Very nice.
After an afternoon of walking around, we headed to La Boqueria, a restaurant that served tapas that was opposite our hotel, for a quick dinner before heading up for an early night. As the new day dawned, we took an early morning stroll down La Rambla as we made our way to the Mercat La Boqueria. And we were going there to go to a particular restaurant or cafe for breakfast that wasn't open, and we found ourselves starting our day at the Mr. Bar. And we enjoyed this place so much, we went back twice. It's video! Yep. That's it. That's very cool. Good morning.
Good morning.
We're in Barcelona. Now we've got a little bit of a confession to make today before we get on to what we're doing. We actually started this video last night, but what got the better of us?
Jet lag. We're pretty tired.
Today we are going to be exploring the Gothic Quarter in this video. Where are we starting today, Phil?
Cathedral de Barcelona.
Yeah, so we're going to head in there. We're going to take you with us. Any questions, we'd love to hear them down below. And if you've been to Barcelona and you've got some ideas of places to visit, make sure you put them down in the comments below too. Other people might read these comments and find it very helpful. Over in that door where those people are coming out is actually a tourist information centre. So if you're looking for a tourist information centre in Barcelona, near the cathedral you'll find one. It says tickets up here. Oh, hang on, Cafe Museum, here. The Barcelona Cathedral is a stunning example of Gothic architecture. It dates back to the 13th century. While the outside is stunning, wait till you see the inside. Stepping inside this magnificent cathedral, you are absolutely taken in by the soaring columns, the detailed chapels, and the amazing awe-inspiring light.
I can feel there is somebody here, and he's watching over me tonight as he takes away my fears, lets me know there's a heaven up there. Yeah, he's reaching out his hand to me to wash away my tears. Oh, I know you and I praise you. Got my arms open for your love. Oh, I want to be near you. I hear angels from up above. They sing hallelujah. They sing hallelujah.
The keystones that hold up the arches in the ceiling of the cathedral are not just engineering, they're also art. They tell a story. For instance, the one above the altar is the crucifixion of Christ. In all, there's 215 of these in the cathedral. It's amazing.
How much do they weigh?
And some of them weigh up to 5 tons.
Heading up to the roof of the cathedral we were in for a real treat. We did not expect to find what we found. Now they build this as a 360 experience of Barcelona, and it truly is an opportunity to wander around and see Barcelona from across the rooftops for pretty much 360. We were really taken with the roof. And it was so lovely to see Phil get in touch with his engineering side and get excited about some of the building techniques that they had in use.
So this is one of the buttresses, and it's really interesting to see they've got like a gutter for water to flow off out through the gargoyles on the side. So this is the buttress, this one's tiled. You see the gutter on the top. So it goes through the gutter there, and eventually there'll be a gargoyles outside.
On the Barcelona Cathedral roof, you get up close and personal with all of the towers. It's pretty cool, hey Phil?
Oh yeah, you get to see all the roofs and buildings around the Gothic Quarter as well.
Even if you do get obsessed with the loo. Anybody knows what these are? Let me know in the comments below. Hopefully I'll find out by the end of the walk.
On all the towers up the roof, there's these little wires and electrodes. It's like an electric fence to keep the pigeons off. If you've seen Barcelona, there is millions of pigeons here. One of the towers, you can see the back of the stained glass in there. Over on the hill over there's a huge basilica or cathedral, I'm not sure what it is. A visit to the cathedral is definitely worth coming to the terrace on the roof, paying the extra because you get to see so much. The altar end of the cathedral, and this is the cross of the Four Winds, looking out towards the harbour, and you can see in the distance there a silhouette of Christopher Columbus, and there's some ships in the port.
Check out those bells on that building just over there.
There's some bells just there, yeah. And all the roofs of the Gothic Quarter. It's just amazing up here.
Lots of church towers and stuff.
So?
Lots of church towers. I think that's the Basílica we went into yesterday. We went to the Boqueria Market for breakfast this morning, and after breakfast we bought this. Now I'm sorry, let me know in the comments below. Do you reckon this looks like pizza? I'll give you a second and I'll tell you what it actually is. This is dried watermelon. That's right. And I'm going to try it. It's pizza, I'm sure of it. It's very weird eating the seeds. It's very sugary. It tastes like dried fruit. It's the same for me. Texture is important, as we've covered before. It tastes a bit like the texture of dried mango, except it's got the seeds in it.
You're right.
You're right. Well, that was worth it. Now, the cathedral and the rooftop experience were amazing, but the real reason that I'd come to the Barcelona Cathedral was to see the geese. These geese, there are 13 of them. They are a homage to Saint Lulucha, who was a 13-year-old young woman who was martyred, and who the cathedral is actually named after. These geese have been here for hundreds of years. Well, not these ones, but others. The angles it gets its head. We are. As you exit the cathedral, you are met with the monument of the Martyrs. This solemn monument pays tribute to those who lost their life fighting for Catalonia's independence. Carrer del Bisbe is a popular street in the Gothic Quarter, and it is made popular by this neo-Gothic bridge. It is said that if you walk backwards looking up at the skull in the centre of the bridge while making a wish, it will come true. There's some really cool shops in the Gothic Quarter. In Barcelona, they're not allowed to knock down any Roman walls, so you can go through the city and in other places in Spain, and they've just incorporated the Roman ruins within a building, and that's what we're going to see right now. dating back to the 4th century. This is a Roman tower built in the second wall to help defend the eastern part of the Roman wall. That's cool. Sometimes the art is really good.
See how the wall leans.
It does get very narrow in the middle. See if we can get closer and pick it up. I don't think the camera will give perspective though.
It leans right over.
Great alleyway though. We're entering into Barcelona's Jewish Quarter right now, and it is one of the oldest in Europe. A lot of it was wiped out when the Romans arrived. Phil checking out what we're going to have for morning tea. This is the heart of the Jewish Quarter. This is where the synagogue used to be. It was torn down and destroyed. Wandering back through the alleys of the Gothic Quarter, and particularly Cara la Boqueria, you will make your way to Plaça Reial.
Grandmothers we trust.
We can eat there if you want. Look how lively it is now. We were in here early this morning and there was no one. Now look at it. People sitting around doing exactly what we're about to do.
Coffee for the day.
See this lamp behind me? This is another Gaudi creation.
We finished our walk through the Gothic Quarter at Plaça Reial.
And we had a lovely time.
We did have it was a good walk, yeah.
And as we said, the cathedral, do yourself a favour and just take your time. It's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So is this Plaça. We actually have been square. We've been here twice today.
Yeah.
So we're going to call it quits for this one here. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, why not hit the subscribe button? We are so close to 1,000 subscribers and we would love for you to become part of our community. As always, thanks for joining us. Travel brilliantly. Bye. If you want to see how we got to Barcelona, check out this video here where we share with you our economy Emirates flights with a difference.